The teen hacker who breached T-Mobile, how one kid exposed a billion-dollar company. This teen hacker who breached T-Mobile, but how can one kid expose a billion-dollar company? He wasn't a rogue agent. He wasn't part of a dark web syndicate. He was just 18 years old, and he hacked one of America's largest telecom companies from his bedroom. This video explores, who is John Binns? How did a teenager breach a multi-billion-dollar telecom giant? And why did he do it? And what happened after he was caught? How did a teenager breach T-Mobile? And why did he call himself John Binns? This is the story of a cyber attack that exposed millions of customer records and revealed how vulnerable even the biggest companies really are. Operating under the alias John Binns, this teenage hacker infiltrated T-Mobile's internal systems, exposing over 50 million customer records, all from his bedroom. From phishing to privilege escalation, this is the story of a cyber attack that changed how we view modern security and the minds behind it. In October 2021, T-Mobile discovered something shocking. Their internal systems had been breached, not by a foreign government, not by an elite hacking group, but by a teenager from Washington State, operating under the alias John Binns. His real name? We're not revealing it, because he was underage when he committed the crime. But what he did left cybersecurity experts stunned. So who was this kid? What drove him to hack a Fortune 500 company? And most importantly, how did he get away with it for so long? To answer those questions, we need to understand what makes a teenage hacker tick. The attack began with a simple tactic: phishing. Using fake credentials and social engineering, the teen gained access to a T-Mobile vendor portal. Once inside, he moved laterally through the system, bypassing security layers, escalating privileges, and accessing sensitive databases. He didn't steal credit card numbers or passwords. He stole something more valuable. He stole trust. He accessed over 50 million customer records, including names, phone numbers, account PINs, and more, all while hiding behind a false identity, John Binns, a persona he created to stay anonymous. Why would someone do this without financial gain? Was it revenge, boredom, or the thrill of outsmarting the system? Why John Binns? No one knows where the name came from. Some say it was random. Others believe it was a nod to British hacker John Graham Binns, known for breaching NASA servers as a teen. What we do know is this: the alias gave him a new identity, a way to talk shop without being traced. He shared details of the breach online, in private forums and encrypted chats. He wasn't trying to sell the data. He wasn't demanding ransom. He wanted recognition, proof that he could beat the system. And he got it. So what does that tell us about today's generation of hackers? It's not always about money. Sometimes it's about ego. When T-Mobile finally discovered the breach, the fallout was immediate. Millions of customers were affected. Lawsuits followed. Congressional hearings demanded answers. This teen hacker exposed massive T-Mobile security flaw. But here's the twist. Instead of going to prison, he was offered a job. From hacker to white hat. He agreed to work with law enforcement to help patch the very vulnerabilities he exploited. And now, he's working in cybersecurity, legally. So is this justice, redemption, or just another loophole in the system? This case isn't just about one teenager. It's about a growing trend. Young minds finding cracks in the digital walls of billion-dollar corporations. It's about ethics, curiosity, and the thin line between genius and criminality. And it's a warning. If a teen can breach T-Mobile, what does that say about the rest of our digital world? We often think of hackers as villains in hoodies, but sometimes they're just kids with too much time, too much talent, and not enough boundaries. The next great hacker might be sitting in your living room. Are you ready for what they'll find? Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, hit subscribe, because in the world of cybercrime, the future is already here. Subscribe.